Hello FlossTube Stitchers. I'm standing in front of the custom frame area again because I wanted to show you some new models that were framed by the fabulous Bonnie Safran of Valley Framing, who is our in-house framer. And the first one was actually stitched by her as well. This is Colorful Bunnies Pink and Green that was designed by Pamela Kellogg of Kitty and Me Designs. Oops, okay, I guess that's the best way to show you with no glare. And then we have a second one from Kitty and Me that was stitched by Marlene Oleniak, and this is from the Colorful Cats series. This is Phantom. Isn't that fabulous? I love the frame too. It has a very interesting detail around the edge. So of course I have to show you the charts, right? So I got my first order from Kitty and Me, and I'll just start with the bunnies. This is another version, aqua and yellow. This is Jelly Bean, lavender and orchid, and then this is the pink and green that Bonnie stitched. And then the Colorful Cat series includes Blizzard, Bumblebee, Ladybug, Liberty, which is based on the Statue of Liberty. That's why it's the shades of green. Mistletoe, Mozart, and Nightmare, which is another good one for Halloween. And then Phantom that we showed already. Rainbow. That's the last of the cats that I got this time. I think there's more in the series. And then this model will be coming eventually. Bonnie stitched this. I can't remember what the story is behind the framing. Something must be out of stock. But this will be coming eventually. That's the eagle. And then she also has some owls. This is Hornsby, Oliver, and she didn't take the easy way out. All of the owls are different shapes. So are the cats. This is Oscar. And then she has one lion so far, Leopold. All right, and then we have some vintage stitching. So Diane at Little House Needleworks has been re-releasing some of her previous designs that were only available in thread packs that included the classic Colorworks threads. So she did Seasons Sampler. So now all four of them are available in one chart. And then Fruit of the Seasons, which was also a 12-month series. And I had done Acorns. It must be at home because it wasn't available. It was no longer being used as a shop model, but now I can bring it back. I think I showed it to you last year though when we did a feature on monthly designs. Then we have Months of the Year, which is now all 12 in one chart pack. And these had originally come out in 2010. So it was about time for her to re-release them all in one. And Bonnie had stitched two of these months for us to put on display. This is February. And she likes to do easels on hers, which make it easy to move around, whether you want to put it on a bookshelf or a coffee table just for the season. Also makes it easy for me in the shop to move around. And then she had done April. So those were our vintage stitches. And then Little House also had one new one called The Hive. And I love this. I have no business starting anything new. I actually haven't been stitching much at all, and I have so many unfinished projects, but this is going in my stash because I can fit this anywhere with my bee-themed stitching. All right. Okay, I moved out of the sunshine for this part of the video. How is it September already? I'm having such a hard time writing September or 9 when I have to put the date on a check I'm writing or a book club card that I'm signing for a customer. It seems like the quarantine went so slow for a lot of people, and then the summer just flew by. So the first chart I have here is Blackbird Designs. Sweet summer, come again. Maybe not this particular summer all over again, but summer. I can tell that it's September because when I leave in the evening, it's down in the 60s. And I have to remember to either bring a jacket in or keep a sweater or a jacket in the car if I'm running errands after work. So that's how I know it's September. It's not 80 when I leave work. So this is going to be the giveaway. I know there's a lot of Blackbird fans out there, and these strawberries are so sweet, and it's stitching ensemble, so I figured that would cover a lot of bases. So I don't know, I didn't think of this ahead of time. Just say me please for Sweet Summer. So we'll do that next time. Alrighty. And Anna Lee Waite Designs has this new one, Batty Halloween. It's very cute on the stand. You can't see the top of it, but it's probably a candle stand, or I'm not sure, and it doesn't say on the back what it is, but I'm sure you could figure it out. Anyway, that's very cute. Artful Manor has Artful Offerings has Haunted Manor House. The Blue Flower had 2 new ones, but this was the only one that was in stock at the distributor, Halloween Parade. So I'll show the other one next week, hopefully. Cottage Garden Samplings has Bless This Home. Then she has a new series of the 12 Days of Christmas, and she started with 10 Lords a-Leaping. And there's 11 Pipers Piping. And 12 Drummers Drumming. And I think there's something on her website where there might be a placement chart, or we'll have to check on that. From the Heart has Quaker Bees. Then Heart and Hand had a couple new ones, Creeping It Round, which goes on her Heartware bowl. The Wee Santa 2020, which I know people started asking for a couple months ahead of time. And then a Robin Sampler, which is kind of different. The birds look the same as her other birds, but it's an unusual looking sampler style for her. And it comes with the felt and the little wood button. All right, then Little Stitch Girl has 2 more in the, what is it called again? Spooky Hollow series. So that's Boutique. And there's the Schoolhouse. And then she has a series of like street designs, and this is Autumn Avenue, the latest. Puntini, Puntini, what's your superpower? Then Stitching with the Housewives. You can see I changed the pegboard again, so I put Stitching with the Housewives and then Hands-On Design because they're kind of related in their chalk designs. So this is Boo to You. And Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And then November in the Truckin' Along series. And then Tiny Modernist has a new sal called Christmas Dreams. This was the first one with the center and the border design, so you can be all ready for when the little ones show up. Actually, this has all four corners in it, the angels and the birds. Alrighty, and then I wanted to show you, remember there were some wood buttons I showed earlier, so I got a shipment of B Company wood buttons, and I wanted to show you those before they all sold out. I may have shown some of these to you last year, but this was a reorder, so I don't remember what I had before. So these are the bees, and there's some acorns and leaves, and a tree with some stars. There's not necessarily designs to go with all of these. They're just for you to collect and use on free charts or charts where you just want to do something different instead of the same type of button all the time. So anyway, have fun with these. One color series of the hearts, the rest were out of stock. And here's some pumpkins and a crow. Christmas presents. And stockings. Trees, which could be for any winter design, not just Christmas. And then witches' brooms. And this is the last set of witches' hats. They were popular. Nobody knew what they were going to do with them, but they had to have them. And then here's a series of sheep and gingerbread men. So I wanted to show you those before I forgot. Okay, and then I wanted to show you the latest issue of the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. I'm always so enamored with the fall and the Christmas issues, or the winter issue. I think those are a lot of people's favorite seasons. And there's a lot of really great punch needle if you're into that, but if you're a cross stitcher only, there are plenty of worthy designs in here. Oh my goodness. And any one of them would be anywhere from like $8 to $12 published on its own. So the price of the magazine is terrific considering how many designs you get. My favorite one in this issue is this cute little Halloween cat from Barbara Anna Design. You don't see many girl Halloween cats, do you? So she's got her cute little skirt on. Anyway, I'm gonna have to put her on my to-do list somewhere along the line. And we already have the fabric. So this is from the Zweigart Splash line. This is Basalt Splash. Basalt is the color of gray with the white spots on it. And I think this is a really great fabric for any Halloween design where you don't want the background to be super busy, but you want it to be interesting. So I think this is a great choice. It's only available in 32 Lugana right now. Oh, and then I wanted to say a few things about the magazine itself as far as mailing it. I've had a few people suggest that I should be able to send this media mail. And I had actually forgotten what media mail entailed, even though I had learned about it years ago when I used to do the newsletter bulk. So I asked some questions of two different clerks at our local post office and found out some info that I thought might be interesting to you. I used to do free shipping for everything, but the Just Cross Stitch Ornament magazine could never travel alone. That's how I worded it. I always asked people to order something else with it because the magazines are very heavy for their size and price. And I didn't specifically have this one weighed this year. I just did the Halloween and Christmas issues from Just Cross Stitch. But I took this as an example of what to ask the postal clerk. So the first thing is, it can't be anything retail. So there you go. That's the main reason right there. But actually, media mail entails books of at least 8 pages. Well, yeah, you would think a magazine would fall under that category, but no, because it's retail. Sound and video recordings, plays and manuscripts, printed music, test materials, educational reference charts, manuals, and medical information intended for distribution at hospitals or clinics to doctors, nurses, medical staff of that kind. So it cannot be retail. It cannot contain advertising. Oops, yeah, because all the magazines contain advertising. And even if it did qualify, the minimum price for media mail is $2.66. And most of the magazines will cost between $2.40 and $2.80 to mail, depending on where in the United States it's going to. So it doesn't qualify for so many reasons. And I was glad that I had asked some questions so that I would at least be repeating the proper information if somebody brought it up. So the reason I charge shipping for these is that they are heavy for their weight, and I wouldn't make any money on it if I included free shipping, but I do only charge $2, which I think a lot of the other online sources for these magazines charge as well. So I think we're all on the same wavelength. We're giving you a little bit of break on the shipping, but we're still getting something back for our efforts, especially if it's going alone. So I just wanted to mention that. Oh, the other thing is I have to have the bound edge always at the top of the envelope. So this would be where the shipping label goes, because they said if this weren't at the top, the magazine might get mangled a little bit going through the machine. I don't know. That's what they said. So anyway, so let's see. What else? Oh, and the very last thing is the winner of last week's giveaway, which was for any of the subway designs, the subway art designs that I showed. And the winner chose Christmas. This one's going to go to Lori Allen. Congrats, Lori. I think this is our first time dealing with each other, so let me know your mailing address. Maybe email me rather than putting it in the comment section, or you could Facebook message me that info if you feel comfortable doing it that way, and we'll get this right out to you. So congrats. I think that might be all for today. I'm trying to do it quickly because our ESL classes start tonight, and I wanted to get the video done before I left. So I think I did it. Bye.